After a positive case has been detected in the national capital, there is a high alert across Delhi and NCR. 6 people who had come in contact with this patient in Delhi have now been put in isolation at Delhi's Safdarjung Hospital. Their samples are being sent to the National Institute of Virology in Pune for confirmation. These 6 include family members of the Delhi patient who was shifted to a quarantine ward at the Safdarjung Hospital on Sunday night. 2 schools in Noida have cancelled classes for a few days as a precautionary measure. One among them is where the Delhi patient's child studies. Medical samples from 5 other students from the same school have also been collected to check if they are infected.
The coronavirus crisis has hit the capital, with first positive case being reported. With that, the total number of coronavirus cases in India has gone up to 6. The patient had visited Rome, Budapest, Vienna, from where he took a flight to Delhi. The patient is now quarantined in a Delhi hospital. A resident of East Delhi, the patient has a child studying at a private school in Noida. The school for now has been shut down till 6th March. Samples of 2 kids have also been sent for virological tests.
तो कुछ बच्चों का टेस्ट हो रहा है जिसके फादर ऑलरेडी कोरोना वायरस हो चुका है उनको, और उन बच्चों का टेस्ट हो रहा है, उसके घर गए थे पार्टी पे, तो वी आर सस्पेक्टिंग कि शायद कुछ होगा.
एक्चुअली एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से हमें कॉल भी आया था कि बच्चों को कलेक्ट कर लीजिए, कुछ कोरोना वायरस डिजीज का कुछ मतलब यहाँ पर डिटेक्ट किया गया है या कुछ इस तरह से सिम्टम्स पाए गए हैं, तो हम बच्चों की प्रिकॉशंस के लिए यहाँ पे हम ऑफ कर रहे हैं.
For now, exams were cancelled, but fumigation and sanitation process has been started in this school in Noida. The CMO has informed that other schools have also been issued advisory and guidelines to be alert as to if there is a strain being found in anyone who's coming in contact with the virus. The school should have prior information.
The Noida authorities, however, said that there is no cause for alarm.
किसी पैनिक की जरूरत नहीं है, कोई स्कूल बंद नहीं हुए हैं और लोग सोशल मीडिया और अलग अदरवाइज अनर्गल चला रहे हैं. कृपा करके आप लोग इसमें सहयोग करिए.
The patient had also organized a private party in Agra a few days ago. 6 people who attended that party have been kept in isolation. He had also dined at a 5-star hotel in Delhi on 28 February.
5 फैमिलीज थी, उनके सबके टेस्ट हो गए हैं और उनके स्वाब ले लिए गए हैं और सभी का भी किसी का भी सैंपल की रिपोर्ट नहीं आई है और किसी को भी कोई सिम्टम्स नहीं है और किसी में भी कोई दिक्कत किसी तरह की नहीं है.
The hotel has initiated deep cleaning measures, quarantined its restaurant staff for 14 days and monitoring the situation. Amid coronavirus crisis, Prime Minister Modi reviewed preparedness and also urged people not to panic. The Delhi government too held an emergency meeting.
केंद्र सरकार और दिल्ली सरकार मिलकर काम करेंगे ताकि ये बहुत ही खतरनाक बीमारी है, दुनिया भर में जहाँ भी जिस भी देश में गई है बहुत तेज़ी से फैली है, तो इसमें मिलकर हम लोगों को काम करना पड़ेगा.
टेस्टिंग की फैसिलिटीज़ अभी पूरे देश में 12 जगह पर ही हैं. हम कोशिश करेंगे कि दिल्ली में भी जितनी ज़्यादा फैसिलिटीज़ तुरंत डेवलप की जा सकें, इसकी डेवलप करेंगे.
With the virus now reaching the capital, the question is India prepared to tackle the crisis? With Milan Sharma, Bureau Report, India Today.
Taking this across to Ashutosh Mishra, he is joining us from Agra. Ashutosh, good morning. So there are 2 worries about Agra. One is that the Delhi patient had actually travelled to Agra before he went and got himself tested along with some other families. So that is a worry that perhaps the virus could have spread from him. Secondly, a lot of tourists visit Agra because of the Taj Mahal. Are there steps being taken by the authorities to ensure that, there is no spread of coronavirus from Agra?
Well, responding to your second question, that authorities, in fact, the chief medical officer has asked all the hotels and other tourist sites in Agra that they have to inform to the Office of Chief Medical Officer as soon as any visitor from Italy, Iran or China arrives, so that they can be screened for a coronavirus infection. Now, as far as the first case question is concerned, remember, that was the family of 25 who visited Italy, and 6 of them have been found with COVID-19, have been diagnosed. Now, those 6 samples have been sent for the lab test, and also those 6 persons from Agra already have been referred to Delhi Safdarjung Hospital. Out of those 25, group of the members, those who visited Italy last month, in fact, 7 of them for the quarantine process, they have been kept in isolation, not in the hospital, but they have been asked to go back their homes and remain inside. In fact, a guard has also been deployed so that at least the family care should not meet. In the meanwhile, the Agra district administration has also issued an appeal. In fact, that's also not less than a fear or a panic mode. However, they are appealing, do not panic. But this itself, the statement coming that we have, where the district magistrate says that avoid large gathering, don't go to a crowded place, don't shake hands, rather offer namaste. So clearly, this belonging to a tourist place where you have an entry of tourists from all across the globe. So this is clearly now, advanced measures and extra measures being taken here in the city of Agra.
Okay, Ashutosh, thank you for that update. Of course, in places like Agra, which sees a lot of footfall from tourists, there is going to be a high alert to ensure that anyone who visits from countries which have reported a lot of coronavirus cases, they are first screened thoroughly before they are allowed to visit public places and tourist sites. Ashutosh, thank you for joining us. So India is on high alert because 3 people so far have tested positive for coronavirus. 1 patient in Delhi, another in Hyderabad and the 3rd in Jaipur. 4 Indigo crew members who were on a Dubai-Bengaluru flight on February 20th with that coronavirus infected Hyderabad patient have now been put under house observation since March 2nd. Test results for 45 people out of 88 who were in contact with the patient are awaited. Tests for remaining 43 people will also be conducted. The wife of the Italian tourist who tested positive for coronavirus in Jaipur has also tested positive. However, her test samples have been sent to Pune for a second check and for a confirmation. Test samples of all 20 Italian tourists and 3 Indians have been sent to AIIMS. Hotels and tourist sites in Agra have been instructed by authorities to report the arrival of visitors from Italy, from Iran as well as China. So with 3 cases of coronavirus coming to light and a fear that perhaps there could be more, the government is also taking certain steps. A high-level committee of the Health Ministry has been formed to review the preparedness. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has asserted that at this point there is absolutely no need to panic and that all states and the centre are working together to contain the spread of the virus. The Cabinet Secretary also held a review meeting with the secretaries of concerned ministries, chief secretaries and health secretaries of the states to review and assess action taken for the containment of COVID-19. In a move to prevent shortage of essential medicines, the centre has restricted the exports of a host of medicines. Air India has also cancelled several flights going to Seoul, going to Tokyo and to Bangkok, among others. The DGCA has asked all airlines to disinfect their aircraft that arrives from South Korea, from Japan and from Italy. And India Today's consulting editor Rajdeep Sardesai also spoke to Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan, who asserted that there was absolutely no need to panic over the coronavirus crisis.
Joining us now is a very special guest, the Health Minister of the country, Dr. Harshvardhan, on the big coronavirus scare. Appreciate your joining us, Dr. Harshvardhan. 2 positive cases detected in the last 48 hours, 1 in Telangana, 1 in Delhi. It spread an element of panic. What would you say as the Health Minister? Is this panic and scare over coronavirus justified or not?
See, a concern is okay, but panic is, I think, not justified, neither necessary. You have to appreciate that we have been working on the prevention of the entry of coronavirus in the country for almost, I would say, 45 days now. We started the whole thing on 17th of January, 2 weeks before the World Health Organization declared it as an emergency of international concern. And you have seen that in a country of 1.35 billion people, we have till now only these 5 cases which are positive, and another Italian who has also traveled to India who has also come out as positive. I think there is no cause for any panic at all, and I would urge upon people like you and your television channels also to help us in appealing to the people, because they have to just take some simple precautions about hygiene, cleaning of hands, maintaining etiquettes while coughing, sneezing, and then reporting to the system if they have some
Dr. Harshvardhan,
fever or maybe some sore throat, some respiratory difficulties, and of course, yes.
No, while you say there is no need for panic, while you say that in a large country like India, we've just had a couple of cases, how prepared are we is the question, because here you've got a situation which could spread. I'm not saying it will, it could spread. How prepared are we? We have only 5 laboratories for testing, I'm told, when according to health experts, the minimum is 29. There are questions being raised over the manner in which screening is taking place at the airports. How prepared are we?
I think we are thoroughly prepared, and I think you are probably, you see, information is not correct. Number one, right now, we are already doing this testing in 15 laboratories in the country. That's number one. By tomorrow, another 19 laboratories are going to be starting their functioning. That's number two. And even at this stage, we are in a position that by tomorrow we will be creating one laboratory with scientists and all the equipment and all the reagents in Iran itself, to make sure that when we bring back the people from Iran, all our Indians, we first test them there, because that is the request that we had made to the Iranian officials also, but they said they may not be able to help us on that. So we are creating a laboratory there itself. Already one scientist has gone there, 3 scientists, and everything is going tomorrow.
So that is the health minister saying that the government has taken necessary steps, but there are many precautions that you and I can take and must take really to protect ourselves and to prevent the spread of coronavirus. But here's also a look at what the government has done, especially at airports, because there are several people, tourists particularly, who come from countries where there are a number of cases of coronavirus and then come down to India. India Today's team of reporters spread out to report on the ground realities from different airports across the country.
As India confirms 3 positive cases from coronavirus, airports across India are on high alert. The Ministry of Health has issued an advisory to tighten screening at all airports. Health counters and thermal scanners have been stationed at the pre-immigration area for the passengers. Passengers feel there is a need to increase awareness about the deadly coronavirus.
I guess थोड़ी सी और preparation की ज़रूरत है, because I see here कि लोगों ने पहना ही नहीं हुआ है, and but they need to understand this, that it is spreading widely.
It'll hardly take a very little time for the virus to spread, so I think we should be a bit more concerned about our own safety.
21 airports have been fitted with screening machines. Stringent screening is taking place not just at airports but also at various seaports. The government is also saying that the Prime Minister himself is closely monitoring the situation and also looking at the number of patients in the country. Very recently, there were 3 people, one in the national capital, the other in Jaipur, and the third one in Hyderabad, who were tested positive.
Flyers in Chennai could be seen taking preventive steps. Many were spotted wearing masks.
As I'm a doctor, I'm aware of like what kind of viruses, like how we can get infected from passengers, co-passengers, and by touching places like public places. And I used to sanitize myself throughout the journey, and by wearing mask, I want to protect myself.
Yes, minor precautions, nothing excessive. I'm washing my hands regularly, and just when I'm in close proximity with other people, I'm wearing the mask.
As many countries are trying to combat the coronavirus, even at the Chennai International Airport, all measures are put in place. The entire staff has been briefed by the airport authorities on how to tackle the system. Now, passengers, when they take their flights, in the flight, are given out pamphlets which they have to fill and return to the crew. They have to be upfront if they have a fever, if they have a respiratory disorder. They are expected to tell the crew that. As soon as they land, they all undergo thermal scanning, and anyone with a fever or a cold is kept aside. There are ambulances such as these outside the Chennai International Airport.
At the Kolkata airport, passengers coming from various Southeast Asian countries are being screened through thermal scanners.
For precaution, we are keeping this mask with us, and as it's an international airport, so anything can happen.
With passengers who are coming in from Southeast Asian countries, specifically from Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, all these countries, those flights are being screened heavily, and all those passengers will have to submit a declaration, a health form, which is being given on board the flight. When they alight the flight, they will have to fill that up, and there is a specific desk where health officials are there. So first, the passengers will have to submit that form and also go through a thermal scanner screening.
Mumbai International Airport has also increased screening.
Mumbai International Airport is maintaining high vigil and screening passengers arriving from around 14 countries. These countries are China, South Korea, Japan, Italy, Iran, Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, Indonesia and Nepal.
As the worldwide death toll due to coronavirus crosses 3,000, India is taking no chances. Screening is being tightened at airports across the country. Bureau Report, India Today.
Suspended Aam Aadmi Party corporator Tahir Hussain is missing. Efforts are on to arrest him. He is accused of the murder of an intelligence bureau staffer, Ankit Sharma, whose body was found in a drain near his home. He was allegedly attacked by a mob and stabbed to death last Tuesday. Ankit Sharma's family has blamed Tahir Hussain for the murder of their son. Tahir has been charged with murder, rioting and arson. The suspended AAP leader has now filed anticipatory bail plea in the Karkarduma court, which will be heard today. Meanwhile, the Delhi police has made an interesting and curious U-turn. Yesterday, Additional Commissioner of Police Ajit Singla said that he and his team had rescued the politician following an SOS call last Monday. But later, the Delhi police clarified that Tahir was never rescued by them. The cops now say that raids are being conducted to find his location. And we had earlier spoken to Tahir Hussain when he claimed that he was innocent and that he was rescued by the Delhi police.
अंकित का जो परिवार है वो लगा रहा है आप पर आरोप कि आपके लोग थे, आप उसमें इन्वॉल्व है, उस पर क्या कहना आपका?
मेरा कोई व्यक्ति नहीं है, और दंगे किसी का व्यक्ति नहीं होता, ना उसका कोई मजहब होता है, ना उसका कोई धर्म होता है। ये कहना गलत है कि मेरे लोग थे, ऐसा नहीं है। मैं इस वक्त इतना कह सकता हूँ, अंकित के दुख में, उनके परिवार के दुख में मैं शामिल हूँ। मुझे बहुत दुख है, बहुत तकलीफ है, और बेहद ये अफसोस की बात है।
नहीं, लेकिन आप अगर इलाके के नेता हैं, आप नुमाइंदा हैं, तो आपको भी तो अगर उस वक्त आपकी छत पर कोई चढ़, आप उस वक्त कहाँ थे जब चला गया, तो आप पुलिस कहाँ लेके गई थी?
नहीं, मैं तो परसों हमें हटा दिया ना, ये तो कल की घटना है ना भाई जी। ये जो बता रहे कल तो दोबारा से छत पे चढ़े लोग, तो कल की बात है ना। हम तो वहाँ है ही नहीं, हमें तो वहाँ पहले हटा दिया, पुलिस एक दिन पहले से हटा दिया वहाँ से परिवार के साथ में। पुलिस की देख रेख में वो मकान है, उसके देख रेख में वो जगह है।
And the Supreme Court will today hear a plea filed by Delhi riot victims against alleged hate speeches delivered by BJP leaders. The plea seeks immediate registration of an FIR against BJP leaders Anurag Thakur, Parvesh Verma, Kapil Mishra and Abhay Verma for their alleged role in sparking the Delhi riots. The plea further demands constitution of a special investigation team comprising of officers from outside Delhi to probe the riots. Victims in their plea have also sought deployment of the army in riot-affected areas to maintain law and order. Remember, BJP MP Parvesh Verma had during the Delhi poll campaign said that protesters from Shaheen Bagh would enter people's homes and rape women. Union Minister Anurag Thakur had also triggered a row when he egged on a crowd to raise the controversial Desh ke Gaddaron ko Goli Maro slogan at an election rally on January 27th.
क्या आपने ताहिर को रेस्क्यू कराया था क्योंकि उसने अपने इंटरव्यू में आपका नाम लिया है कि अजीत सिंगला साहब ने हमें रेस्क्यू कराया था?
वो
आप कब गए थे उनके घर?
वो रात को जो कह रहे हैं 11:30-12 बजे की बात है।
किस तारीख को सर?
ये 24 से 25 की रात है। तब की बात ये है, तब कुछ लोगों ने बताया था कि कोई आदमी है जो काउंसलर फंसा हुआ है, वो इंस्कोर फील कर रहा है, तो उसको हमने बुलाया था नीचे, ये आ गया था।
And with that, we're slipping into a short break here on First Up. All the top headlines of the day and much more are up on the India Today website. You can also download the India Today app.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.